Am I fucking up? Absolutely. I apologize. This video late as fuck. You know, I tried to get this to y'all on Wednesday morning. My bad. I got a couple really good excuses. Number one, the kid just got a fucking switch, right? The kid got a switch. I was setting that motherfucker up. I ain't gonna lie to you, the kid has been super distracted. But one of the main fucking reasons why, and I'm just gonna keep all the way being with y'all, like I'm not gonna fucking lie to y'all. One of the main things that's been going on, okay, listen. I don't know if y'all know this, but I cover the Atlanta Dream, right? I covered the Atlanta Dream. I figured I'd start covering the WNBA. I went with the Dream. We can talk about that on a later date. If you are ever bored during this off season, you have got to get your ass on Twitter and see what the fuck is going on with this goddamn team. I have never seen shit like this. It is the wildest shit I have ever seen in my life. They're gonna write a fucking 30 for 30 about this shit. I'm telling you, it's the wildest shit I've ever seen in my life. So you'll have to forgive me. A motherfucker been glued to Twitter. A motherfucker been glued to Twitter. So my bad this video's late. It's just a fucking dream. I've just never seen anything like this before. So I've been a little bit distracted, but I got y'all. Here goes the video. I apologize if this goes up on Thursday, but here's the video. We talking about the comparison of the old, well not old, it was like 2014? 14? 2014, I think. I feel like it was 2014. Maybe it was 2012. Was it 2012? I can't remember which one it was. But the old school, Big Three from the Brooklyn Nets to the current Big Three for the Brooklyn Nets. Let's just do a quick comparison and ask ourselves, what the fuck is the difference? For all that goddamn Adventure Time. An Adventure Time intro that I get fucking hit with content ID, so a nigga ain't getting paid for. I'm giving y'all free fucking content. A nigga ain't getting paid for these videos over the summer, but that's not even there. Enjoy the shit.
Winning time, come on, grab your friends. Over distant lands. When the gardens sever the human and the fun never ends. It's winning time.
I'm coming at y'all something majestic. You feel me? I'm coming at y'all something majestic. And yeah, shut the fuck up. I still got my Christmas tree up. Shut your motherfucking ass up. I am not here for the judgment. Shut your maybe nigga just want to be happy. Huh? Maybe nigga just want to be happy, huh? I got shit going on. Maybe motherfucker just want to be happy. You feel me? I got fucking Santa Mario and shit like that. You feel me? Maybe nigga just want to be happy. Fuck you. I'm not taking this shit down. Number two, fuck Kevin Love. Let's just go ahead and answer that right now, because I know it's going to be in the comments. So let me go ahead and answer that right now. That does not deserve its own video. Fuck Kevin Love. That's what I think about that. Number two, well, three at this point, the actual topic of the video. What the hell is the difference? And when I say, what's the difference? 7 man young, 7 man the youngest, 7 man the greatest there has ever been. What are you referring to when you say, what's the difference? I'm talking about when we had our super team as far as the Nets go, the Brooklyn Nets go. When we had the super team of, I believe, Derron, and if I'm getting this roster wrong, my fucking fault. Y'all know I am not Captain Facts. That's just not me. So we got Deron Williams, we got Paul Pierce, we got, I think Jason Terry was there too. So Jason Terry, you got Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Brook Lopez, that super team. Oh, and I think Joe Johnson was there too, right? God damn, how do we lose? Crazy ass fucking lineup, right? Crazy ass fucking lineup. Now, granted, this was the literal tail end of Kevin Garnett's career and the almost tail end of Paul Pierce's career, because he did some wild shit on the Wizards and he wasn't terrible on the Clippers either, but that's not even there. They were past their Celtic days, right? They were past their Celtic days. But that's still one hell of a team. Again, I will rattle them shits off again. And if I'm getting any of this wrong again, I apologize. But oh, and also coached by fucking Jason Kidd, I believe. I believe Jason Kidd was the coach when all the niggas was still there, but that's not even there. You're talking about a pretty aggressive super team. And to my knowledge, they only lost because they ran into the Heat. I mean, that's a lot of fucking talent on one team, both defensively and offensively. And if my memory serves me correctly, y'all only lost because you ran into the Heat. And we're not talking about Jimmy Butler Heat. You ran into the fucking super team Heat. Ironically, super team on super team violence. But you ran into a prime LeBron. If you want to say that's prime LeBron, some people say it's the second stint in Cleveland. I say it's Miami, but we're talking Miami LeBron, D-Wade, and fucking Chris Bosh. So that's really the only reason why shit didn't go exactly how we thought things were gonna go. And I keep saying we, but I wasn't there, but I support the team now, so it's weird shit, but you get what I mean by that. So what's the difference between that super team and the team we have right now? So far, the only form of context we have is we had James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Durant. And with all of them, you could throw in Blake Griffen. I count him as a part of the super team. We only had LaMarcus Aldridge for about a week, so I don't know if you really count him in the motherfucking equation, but that's not even there. Joe Harris, too, if you want to count him in. Like, you feel me? If we're counting Jason Terry, I feel like we can count Joe Harris, but that's not even there. The only time they were all consistently healthy at the exact same time is, I believe, the first round against the Celtics. Ironically, bringing up the Celtics again here. And they look pretty goddamn unbeatable. They only lost one game. They pretty much, put them motherfuckers to sleep pretty goddamn quickly. So if we're comparing one playoff series to two, like, I don't really know, and then how long KG and them were there in Brooklyn, I'm not entirely sure. I'm simply just comparing just off the strength of the fucking eye, you know what I mean? Just off the strength of the fucking eye test. What's the difference? Because you're talking about a lot of talent. If we dig just a teensy bit deeper as far as what tier their talent was, I would venture to say Kevin Durant at any period is better than Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett's good, and from what I saw, he was pretty good on the Nets, but I believe current Kevin Durant is better than Kevin Garnett, but okay. Then we're talking about Paul Pierce, right? And Paul Pierce at this point, when he was on the Nets, I mean, again, he was good, but it's not like old school, like mid 2010, mid 2000s Paul Pierce, right? Like, I don't know if you're counting that as elite. And like, again, if we're like really trying to break this shit down, like, what is that comparable? Is Paul Pierce comparable to James Harden? Like, get the fuck out of here. I'm taking James Harden every time. That leaves us with Kyrie and Derron Williams, I guess, or do we go Joe Johnson? Like, you know what I mean? Either fucking way, I'm taking Kyrie. So as far as the actual talent goes, and you were supposed to win with, blah, 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 I'm taking our current big three or big five or however you want to count that over what we had in the past, but okay, cool. So, you got that. I don't like the whole idea of saying that they were washed. I don't think they were washed up. I just think the players we have currently are better than what was constructed. Because again, looking back at that roster, I question all the time, every time I look at it, how the fuck did y'all lose? That whole run brought about such iconic moments, such as when y'all had fucking, who's that motherfucker's name? Masai Ujiri, and I think that's who that was, coming out in front of the Toronto faithful and starting the fuck Brooklyn chant. I laughed so hard from the lottery. I laughed so hard from the fucking lottery. I thought that was hilarious when that motherfucker went out there and said, fuck Brooklyn. I thought that shit was hilarious personally, but that's not the end of there. But something else I feel like we really have to factor in here, just as far as the trajectory of how things went. Granted, we're only in year one of this. And is it really year one? Because we got James Harden halfway through and the niggas were hurt all the time. That kind of goes into the next part. Health. I know there's so many conversations right now about how good the Milwaukee Bucks actually are. And when it comes to Nets fans on Twitter, y'all are just always just so fucking funny to me, because it's like on a Tuesday, Giannis ain't shit, right? But then on a Friday, well, they did do such and such, and we did lose to a team that's going over to the Eastern Conference for finals, and then that turns into the finals and shit like that. Like, it's always this like weird flip-flopping of opinions, and that's funny to me. I've had the exact same energy 1000%. Them niggas in Milwaukee ain't shit. They are not shit. They are literally being handed a championship, and they're not capitalizing as we speak. As we fucking speak. The Suns are beat the fuck up too. Like, they're being handed a championship and they can't get it done. Why is that, young seven man? Because the niggas ain't shit. They ain't shit. And granted, I have a long history with Giannis, so maybe I'm just a little spiteful and a little jaded. You can call me whatever you want, but they ain't shit. Almost didn't get past the fucking Hawks. If Trae Young doesn't get hurt, do they escape that series? I don't fucking think so. Obviously, and we don't even need to fucking say it. If Kevin Durant had any help from either of the other members of the Big Three, or we had a coach that actually knew what the fuck he was doing and could have taken advantage of the other pieces that we had surrounding Kevin Durant, we'd be in the finals right now. It's been said to death, but we lost by a fucking toe. You feel me? We lost by a literal toe. It took them 7 fucking games. Healthy roster, we might have swept them bitch-ass niggas. We might have fucking swept them. Because just Kevin Durant and Kyrie was giving them the fucking business the first 2 games. Bucks ain't shit. And quiet as kept, and is it really quiet as kept because I'm yelling right now, but quiet as kept. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, they better without Giannis out there. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? You saw last round. Them motherfuckers, quick side note, this lock right here is smacking me in the fucking eye. It's absolutely annoying as hell. So if you see me, kind of, like I'm not winking, like I don't know you like that, like I ain't winking at you. It's because my fucking locks are smacking me in the eye, but that's not here. When I play basketball, I have to put the headband on top of these shits because I can't fucking see with these shits anymore, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, they're better without Giannis. You see the fucking ball movement. You see them actually getting each other involved and shit like that. It's not just give Giannis the ball, he runs in and just drive and kick over and over again. They're actually getting to their shits. The Bucks ain't shit. And if they fuck around and get swept, I don't think I'll ever stop talking shit about them. I gotta be honest with you. I don't think I'll ever stop talking shit about them. So getting back to the point of the video, if you factor in that we're actually healthy, we probably won a championship this year. Looking at the path of what we had to go through, I mean, if the fucking Hawks were able to get past the Sixers, like, you feel me? They took out the other New York team and the Sixers for us. That's all the fucking defense in the Eastern Conference. It was a fucking cakewalk. You give us health, we're probably winning the championship. We're definitely beating the fucking, get the fuck out of here, we're beating the Suns. So you can sit there and you can do the whole, well, what's the difference? It's the same shit all over again, and I get it for the memes, I get it for the ha-has and the LOLs and all that, but if we're keeping it all the way a Thawi, if a motherfucker is looking at you and saying this Big Three is an equal disappointment as the last one and it's just history repeating itself, please tell them on behalf of SeverTheBond, fuck out of here. Because I just gave you about 13 to 15 minutes of why that is absolute bullshit. That is absolute bullshit. Granted, that team was incredible. And maybe we will do a specific video about what just makes my mouth water when I look at what that team was capable of. But it's just not comparable to what we have now. If healthy, we're winning this goddamn championship this year. And next year, you're going to see what happens. Assuming Kevin Durant, doesn't contract some shit overseas in Tokyo, because I don't know why we haven't canceled the Olympics yet, but that's not either there. We just going to act like, shit ain't popping off over there as far as the Rudy goes, but that's not either there. So assuming KD doesn't die, I mean, I'm sure the situation will handle itself. That was a little harsh. I'm not going to cut it out. Fuck y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, H+III+T. The Triple OG putting as much work as me do. Favorite, point him out. I kind of rushed through that, but let's really break that down. You see another Triple OG putting in as much work as me. Do me a favor, point him out. If you can find another Nets content creator that's holding y'all down, I am perfectly prepared to hold y'all down this entire fucking summer, just like I did last offseason. You find another nigga doing that, like, by all means. You're fucking welcome doing this shit for free too. And shout out to everybody who lives in Brooklyn who is checking me out on Newsbreak. Y'all are getting daily content every single day. And as a matter of fact, today on Newsbreak, as soon as I finish editing this, we're gonna talk about how you know, the Lakers just announced their preseason schedule, and they're playing the Brooklyn Nets. That's October 3rd, so we're going to speculate what's going on with that. Again, if you want daily Nets content and you don't just want to wait every Wednesday until I get over here, you know, if you live in the Brooklyn area, check me out on Newsbreak. If you don't live in the Brooklyn area, you can just type in SeverTheBond at Newsbreak, and you can get daily Nets videos. You don't have to wait until Wednesday. I think we've already had this conversation on Newsbreak last week or something like that. So it's like if you want daily content, just go to fucking Newsbreak. It's free. But until then, I see y'all motherfuckers later, and we can get to other various conversations. And again, one more just quick housekeeping thing. This was not the Deron Williams video. We're not there yet. I just want to keep getting these general points across before we get into the real nitty gritty, because we got till October, so we got time to kill. So I'll see y'all next week. Everybody relax. Everybody calm down. We might be doing games again, because, again, if they don't cancel the Olympics, Kevin Durant's going to be playing, so we're going to cover that. So I might be seeing you next week, you know, for normal games again. I don't know how this shit's going to work, but that's not even there. I see y'all motherfuckers later, and just know, I don't give a fuck what kind of hat you got. Your shit ain't cooler than mine. See y'all next week. Hey.